Hi everyone. So I wanted to talk about a couple of things today. A couple of things that have been not been happening to me, but I've just been sent a lot of emails. I've been sent a lot of emails saying sort of the same usual thing, and I kind of want to wrap it up really, just to answer the big question. Now, I keep getting emails of people saying, telling me how much they love my channel, and that's really, really nice. Thank you so much for the comments. But then I get other comments saying, I don't, I feel like I need something more than Wicca, and I feel like I need to, I just feel like I need something more than Wicca. Now, for a start off, the majority of people that when they talk about Wicca, they will be talking about eclectic Wicca, not traditional Gardnerian and Alexandrian Wicca. Now, Wicca started off as an as an initiation tradition. It's a mystery tradition. You get initiated. So the majority of people that, don't get me wrong, there might be some people that are and have been initiated and still don't feel like they don't feel like they're getting enough from that. Fair enough. But I mean, the majority of people, it tends to be eclectic Wicca. Now, eclectic Wicca is a lot different from traditional Wicca. Now, traditional Wicca, there's set ways how to do things. With eclectic Wicca, it's quite free, it's quite liberal, but Wicca started off as traditional Wicca. It started off as Alexandrian and Gardnerian. So please realise that when you say, I feel like I need something more than Wicca, know what Wicca you're talking about, because if you're talking about eclectic Wicca, chances are you might not have looked into traditional Alexandrian and Gardnerian Wicca, and that might just be enough for you. And I mean, I'm talking about not just that, I'm talking about other things. I mean, you need to say, so if Wicca doesn't do it for you and isn't enough for you, then it doesn't just mean that traditional witchcraft is the be all and end all of it. It doesn't mean that there are a lot of aspects to traditional witchcraft that are hard. I mean, like with a lot of beliefs, but in particular with traditional witchcraft, very few people stick with it, and very few people go with it because it's not for them. Traditional witchcraft, it involves a lot of things. It involves, working with bones and animal parts and animal remains and stuff like that. And, some of the rituals as well, are not fluffy at all. And some of the rituals really do make your spine shiver all over, and can be seen as quite dark and quite terrifying. Now, there are some people, especially eclectic people of the eclectic Wiccan tradition, that will slate off traditional witches and say that we are demonic and say that we are dark and all this sort of stuff. And we're not. It's just traditional witchcraft is not suited to everybody, and please know that. And know that there are other different types of witchcraft. There are other different types of witchcraft. There's not just traditional witchcraft. There's, there's sabbatic craft, the work of Andrew Chumley. Maybe look into that if that is, that can be seen as really dark or even demonic. Some people may see it that way. Whatever, there's hoodoo out of the non-pagan context. There's hoodoo, there's brujeria, there's, so many different traditions of witchcraft. It's not just pagan witchcraft that exists, and it's not just traditional witchcraft that is that thing that's going to suit you if Wicca isn't enough for you. And as I said, I've said it before, but chances are, if you say Wicca isn't enough for you and you feel like you need more, chances are you've been practicing eclectic Wicca. What about looking at proper traditional Wicca like Alexandrian and Gardnerian witchcraft? What about looking into that and, maybe finding a Wiccan coven? And I don't know, but just please know that traditional witchcraft isn't the be all and end all. And as I said, it suits a certain type of person. Now, I'm not trying to be elitist here or anything like that. I'm really not. I'm just saying it is not for everybody. And just because Wicca isn't enough for you doesn't mean it's going to be the be all and end all of everything. You know, it doesn't mean traditional witchcraft is for you just because Wicca isn't. There are a lot more traditions out there that maybe you might benefit more from than I would. You know, there are a lot more different forms of witchcraft. And please realise that and please know that. And I just wanted to... Sorry, I'm checking the time. My phone's broke. I just wanted to, you know, sort of run this past people, and I just wanted to tell people this because I am getting a lot of sort of emails saying I feel like Wicca isn't enough for me, and I think traditional witchcraft might be it. I feel like I need to do this video because I tell people every time it's not just people that, you know, it's not just traditional witchcraft. If Wicca doesn't suit you or it doesn't do that thing for you, there's not just traditional witchcraft, there are other traditions, you know. And I think people need to realise as well, there's more than just one type of Wicca. You know, you also get fairy Wicca as well, eclectic Wicca, I don't know, Alexandrian Gardnerian Wicca, but you know, there are different types of Wicca, different branches of it, so it's not just the be all and end all of everything, you know. So please just know that. And yeah, it's just I wanted to answer a couple of people's emails in one video, and I might just call this video before you email me or something like that. Now, I don't mind people emailing me, just to let you know I don't. It's just this saying and this thing comes up quite a lot. The whole, I feel like Wicca is not for me. I don't feel like Wicca does it for me, or you know, I don't think I suit Wicca, and I just kind of wanted to put this video out there to let people know that traditional witchcraft isn't the be all and end all, and actually it's a very specific path, and it's called the crooked path, and it's called the crooked path because it twists and turns, and there are moments where you hit a crossroads, there are moments when you hit walls, and it's hard, and it's really, really hard. I mean, it got really hard for me. I left the path for a couple of years and actually got into hoodoo. And then obviously I've sort of came back on the path of tradcraft, but it is not easy. You know, it's not easy at all. There are times you hit loads of walls, and just realise that and just know that. And I hope this has answered a couple of people's questions. So over and out, and peace.